Today we're going to be installing the Global Road Outdoors Camp Kitchen number 2. Here's what comes in the box when you get it. You get some instructions, you get a bag of hardware, and then these are 4 extra feet for the bottom of the posts on the extensions. So if it's muddy or it just needs a little bit bigger foot pad, you can install those on the bottom of those. And what I'm going to do is not use the factory hardware that it came with because it's more of a permanent mount solution. I am going to be using Rivnuts to mount it to my bed, so when I don't necessarily need the slide in my bed, I can pull it out, and then when I am ready for it, I can put it back in. So I decided to use what they call pre-bulbed Rivnuts. They are a little bit larger, have a larger head on them, and then when they become crushed, they're a little bit wider. I got an example for you here. So here is the same size Rivnut, but this is your standard Rivnut. You can kind of see how small the lip is there, and then when it cinches down, how small the lip is on the underside or the back side of whatever they're using it for. These are the pre-bulbed, a little bit wider lip on the front side of it, and then on the underside or back side as well, you can see that it actually has some pretty good space that it holds on to whatever it's being mounted in or on, and I think that's going to suit better with the weight of any fridge or the food that might be in there and doing the sort of off-roading or overlanding that we do. All right, let's get going. Some of the tools you need for the install. I bought this Rivnut Tool Set off of Amazon. It's got a bunch of different sizes to be able to install different size Rivnuts. It also comes with a good selection of Rivnuts along with it that you can use. Because I'm using these pre-bulged ones, the size that these are the 5/16 with an 18 thread pitch. And so what you'll end up doing is you'll thread this down into the Rivnut, and then I've got a pair of an adjustable wrench here, put around this nut, and then I use a 7/32 bit on my ratchet, and when you tighten that down, that's what causes it to crimp up and tighten up against whatever you're mounting it in. So those are a few tools that you're going to need for this install. And also, don't forget that your step down bit, this kit does come with this step down bit, so you'll be able to use this on whatever size thread you're going to need or whatever size hole you're going to need to make for your nutserts that you use. Let's keep going. All right, once you kind of get it placed where you want, slide the drawer slides forward and you'll have access to the crossbars. And once you get them lined up, I want mine on the ribs here of the bed, so I got it where I want. I'm going to place some marks. Then when I pull it off, I will be able to know exactly where I'm going to mount. Mount my Rivnuts. One thing I didn't mention before is there's a few different cross members that come across here, and I had to back it up. I would have preferred it to be up closer to the edge here, but I didn't want to put a lot of stress on the bolts in the back, so I'm putting the front cross member as far back to the rear of the vehicle as I can before it starts coming down off the rib. So that just helps support it and reduces some of the stress on the back bolts. I'm putting this in the back of my 2021 Gladiator JT. So in case anybody was wondering, I have it about 2.5 inches from front of face to this line right here in the bed. So just kind of make sure I got everything straight and tidy, and everything looks good down the side. We'll get to drilling and putting in our nutserts, rib nuts. Okay, I've got my holes marked, and one of the things that I wanted to do was kind of measure it out and make sure that I had it pretty much square in the bed. You can see where I use the permanent marker to kind of mark where my holes are going to be, and I pulled a couple measurements. Coming from this line that's in the bed here to here is 3 inches, and then from here to where I'm going to put the center of the hole over here is 15 3/4, and it's the same measurements up here. And then coming from this body line to the back, it's 11 1/4 to the center, and then it's 27 3/4 to the center here. And so I double checked the measurements just to make sure everything worked out, and it did. So now it's time to drill some holes. Now that it's mounted in there, slide it through your fridge. You got a flat working surface there, or you can extend it and actually have a cooktop. There's 4 legs underneath here that come down to add additional support. Also a windscreen if you look underneath here, there's the 4 legs to be able to add additional support while you're at camp. And the foot pegs that I mentioned previously. Buddy, can you help me pull that down? Yeah. Just pull it down. Pull. It goes. Come down from that side. Pull down. Get it? See your muscles. There we go. Okay. Well, so the bottom of these has a little peg, and that little peg just sits right here in this hole like this, and it gives you a bigger platform and stability still because it allows that peg to come through, so it's not going to shift on you. And another nice thing is there's little claw feet on the bottom of these, and so when it's on the ground or in the dirt, it's not going to slide around very easy. So it's going to be very stable. It's going to give you a great surface, and when you're done, you just take them and you clamp them back up, and push that one for me. Push it down. There you go. Push fingers. All goes up, locks in. It also comes with 4 straps to be able to strap in your fridge, so it's very nice and secure. This is overall, it's a little over 35 inches deep, so any of your 45-liter fridges on up to, I believe, an Ice Coast 75 Pro will fit in here, no problem. Your Domestics will fit in here, no problem. Plenty of space. Great piece of equipment from our friends at Global Road Outdoors.